this fine Wednesday. I hope you are well, and I hope you know that means it's time for Wangafat Wednesday. If you don't know what that is, it's an acronym that stands for What Am I Not Giving a Fuck About Today? And today, I'm not giving a fuck about Conservative Senator from South Australia, Cory Bernardi, splitting from the Liberal Party to go it alone. He's starting his own party he's calling the Australian Conservatives. He's inspired, he is, by the rise of right-wing populism around the world, and he thinks he's next. I don't think he understands the popular bit of populism, because that's one thing he's not. Popular. But anyway, the reasons I don't give a fuck, well, first because it was really obvious. This has been a topic of conversation for a year or so, that he was definitely going to do this. It was just a matter of when. Second, I don't give a fuck because it hurts the government, and fuck those guys. Anything that ruins their day is fine by me. And third, because it makes it blindingly obvious for anyone who hadn't picked up on it by this point, Cory Bernardi is an obnoxious, hypocritical, self-serving dweeb. On the plus side, it is really funny to see the Libs doing their nana over Cory betraying them. I mean, it isn't like they're wrong, but it's funny. Or dog, traitor, rat, you're spineless, you're awful. And to me, that's just a hilarious sideshow. Now, for those who don't know how the Australian Senate system works, which would be the majority of Australia and virtually everyone outside of Australia, it's basically this. See, just last year, Cory got elected for a 6-year Senate term on the Liberal Party ticket. Now, there's more than 5 years of this to go. But what he's decided is, I'm not in the Liberal Party anymore. But I'm going to keep my Senate seat that I only have from being in the Liberal Party, because that's completely reasonable. Big point to note, people did not vote for Cory at the last election. They voted for the Liberal Party in the Senate, and there were just enough Liberal Party votes to flow down the list to where he was to get him a Senate seat. He represents no one. He's no one's local member. See, people don't vote for individual senators. Well, I mean, apart from the minor parties, but he wasn't in a minor party then. He was in the major party. So they weren't voting for him. Now, he seems to think that in the glorious future, they will vote for him. Well, he could pretty much establish that here and now if he has the right to be an independent by resigning the seat, which would keep it open for election, and then he could re-stand as an independent and see how well he does. You see, in the wonderful, magical world of Coryland, which exists only in his mind, he's the chosen one. He's the future. He's going to deliver Australia for all right-thinking white heteros that see their hegemony being taken away from them. He's going to give them back their rightful place above everyone else. Except, I come back to, nobody fucking likes this guy. Okay, fringe homophobic religious nutters like him. And I don't know, with Australia's screwy Senate voting laws, at the next general election in 5.5 years, maybe he would get enough votes to get voted back as an independent. But he would not get that if the election was held today. You see, what's happening is Cory is spending the next 5 years using taxpayer money to promote brand Cory, because he doesn't have anywhere near the presence now to be elected. So he's basically turning his back on the people who got him elected, and he will now use taxpayer funding to the tune of 200 grand a year plus benefits solely to promote himself. That's right, this is a guy who's done things like vote against pay rises for public servants, say the minimum wage should be lower, but he is going to take 200 grand a year that he's getting under false pretenses, and that's just hunky-dory. It will be interesting to see what Cory Bernardi does for however long he is still in the Senate, because he got no friends now. His former allies are now his sworn enemies, and the opposite party, the Labour Party, never liked him, and they might be laughing at what he's doing now, but they still don't like him. And even among the independents, he's going to be hard pressed to find friends. Well, maybe Malcolm, our man with the alien head in One Nation, because he's got no friends. Or possibly that utter prick David Lanholm, because he just does obnoxious fucking things. Because, it's funny if people get upset when I'm a prick, because I'm a grown-up, and I'm elected in government, and I'm acting just like a prick, because I think it's funny. So, you know, he might be friends with Goober because he thinks it's funny if people think he's an asshole for doing that. Yeah, honestly, Lanholm, people think you're an asshole for fucking breathing, mate. On the plus side, this is bound to provide more material for me, because this weakens Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull. His opponents will use this as an example of he's weak. That's why Cory Bernardi left. And while the government does not have a majority in the Senate, they have to get a whole bunch of independents to support themselves on votes to get anything through. What a lot of people seem to keep forgetting is that the government only has a one-seat majority in the lower house, which is how you have government, by having a majority in the lower house. And so while Turnbull's back's against the wall, it would be kind of funny to see what happened if people pushed, like if there was a spill, which I really want to happen because I really want to see them tear themselves apart, because that would be hilarious. But Turnbull could go for major revenge on them. Like, he would probably quit the parliament, but he might not do it straight away. He might just say, I resign from the Liberal Party, and which is the Conservatives. I feel like every now and then I have to throw in, when I say Australian Liberal Party, that's the major Conservative Party here. He might say, I'm no longer in the Liberal Party, I'm going to be an independent. He may even say, just to spite them, I'm going to vote for Labor on everything. In fact, if Labor now push a no confidence motion, I'll vote with them, and I'm sure enough independents will too, and I will vote to support a minority Labor government, just to fuck you guys. So I'm actually watching the political party I don't like tear itself to pieces. And see, in Australia, you normally, if you're on the left side, you normally get to see the left-wingers tear themselves to pieces, which is really depressing. So it's really fun when the Conservatives do it. I mean, yeah, I don't give a fuck about Cory Bernardi, but I'm really enjoying the fact that Australian politics has turned into a blood sport. Oh my god, it's so hot in this shit. Hey, look, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, I'd like to hear from you. And look, if you do enjoy what I do and you want to help, the best thing you can do is tell your friends. Share the video on social media, Twitter, Facebook, etc., whatever you happen to use in the social media world. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed so you can see more videos, because I upload quite regularly. Lots to talk about in this world, lots to rant and vent about. I hope you enjoy it. I do all the ranting so you don't have to. This is all about catharsis here, getting it out of your system. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to address in an upcoming video, and I will see you again soon.